One thing that's always bothered me about the second gen Camaro is the body is mostly curvy and it has rectangle handles until now. What's going on, guys? Matt over here with Lethal Garage, and today I am taking on a new project and replacing my factory door handles. Now, there's a lot of you people out there that like the factory door handles, nothing wrong with them, but the biggest problem I've been running into, especially in my resto mod build, and having to, I think I've purchased 5 or 6 different sets of handles, is finding a setup that's just not utter garbage. I've picked up the OER setups, which this is the full OER setup. This is probably the best handle I could get that is the factory reproduction, that's not an actual original handle, where the studs on the back right here aren't breaking off and things are just cheap and crap and just don't work. And even these they're questionable. They're not terrible, but they're not the best out there. And many of you guys know that. Now, the other side of it is something a little unique, and a lot of you guys will do like custom door handles when it comes to the bodywork phase. You guys will even inset them into the doors. Like, that looks awesome, but not everyone has the budget to be able to do that. And you know, maybe the factory handles are the way to go, or you can go with something a little more aftermarket, or a little more is aftermarket, that looks a heck of a lot better. In comes Anvil Auto. Anvil Auto has just rolled out a set of GM billet handles and a whole bunch of different color options and setups that could fit just about any build on the market that is getting built. I want to go check those out, and then I'm going to show you how they look on my 71 Camaro. Let's get to it. So I'm sitting down in my garage on a little rolly chair, and I got a table here because I got these brand new parts from Anvil Auto that I want to show you guys. These things are awesome. You're going to like them. Now, again, this handle's not a bad handle. This is the OER setup that comes with the plastic trim piece and just everything you need to just throw it in there and make it work. This actual one was on the car. I had recently taken it off to install my new Anvil one, but I'm gonna show you all the different options that they've come up with. And really, Matt was kind of sharing, so Matt's the owner of Anvil, sorry, I'm saying random names that you don't know who they are. He showed a lot of imagery and concepts throughout like the last year and a half, and when I saw the first rendition of it, I'm like, those look so much better than these ones. And again, I've purchased the OERs, I've purchased the black ones that are like, oh, those look so good, and then I got them and it was just like the cheapest Chinese ones they ever made. They basically fell apart before I can even get them on the car. Before I ordered the OER ones, I thought I could be smart and save some money, and basically it was the same Chinese ones, just not black. And then I bought the partial pieces of and I was just like, you know, it's just buy the OER ones if you want the standard ones, or if you can find factory originals, do that. But insert Anvil Auto, they have a custom design that fits and flows with the second gen Camaro, and that's the reason why I got hooked on them. Like, from the very first design sketch he showed me when I saw it in person, to the, you know, in-betweens that he was designing, all the way to what he released. I think you guys are gonna really like these. Let's just get into it. Let's check them out. So for the purpose of this video, I'm gonna leave the standard handle right here in view so you guys could really see it before we get into it. And I don't know which order I'm going with in regards to opening them. I just have these all, they're all nicely wrapped in this foam pack, and then he wraps them in this white paper. The ones that he actually sent me for my car actually came in a really fancy box and a fancy black silk container, but this first one I'm opening is just the straight black. So first and foremost, I want to show you the design, and I'm glad I opened this black one first. So you can see they actually make most of the handle black. The main mounting bracket is going to be, looks like it's stainless steel, so you know he's making this out of like high quality parts and materials. And the one thing that they don't lack, and he let me know this right away, or do lack, and he let me know this right away, is the rubber plastic backing. You have to have this when you install these, or you risk potentially chipping and marking up your paint. And you don't want to do that at all during the install. That could be a nightmare. But overall, you could pick these up pretty cheap at all the different stores, Classic Industries or Camaro Central, etc. They're pretty inexpensive. Obviously, you just need 2 of them, but they just slide on and they keep the metal and all that stuff off the paint and body of your vehicle. But getting to the actual design, you could see the entire handle fits the same footprint as the factory handle. So if you hold them up, it's the same size, it's going to take over the same area, but obviously the biggest difference stand out. It has a really nice bolstered lower lip, and in this, across his designs, he offers this in the black, polished, brushed, and then in this top portion, you can get it in this finish where it's just a black finish, chrome, or brushed, or you can get a carbon fiber inlay, which is the route that I went. So if you look at my car, it has a lot of chrome and carbon fiber accents, and so seeing that he offered that with the handle, that was the one I wanted. Looking at it just at all angles, it's just a really clean design, and I like how every facet of it has some sort of angle, curve, smooth line, smooth finish that just goes with the body of the car. And again, I'll show you this on the car so you could really see how it looks. So this is the main black. Again, the main body of the handle is billet aluminum, and then it's coated. So we'll set that one to the side. Oh, sweet. So this is the black with the carbon fiber inlay. So you can see the carbon fiber insert just sits right on top. It even wraps around the top side. So all angles that you could see it when you walk up to the vehicle have that carbon fiber insert on it. Looks super clean. And then again, the bottom is that nice black. So the piece that you're touching all the time with your fingers and getting underneath is that black and smooth to touch. You don't have to worry about scratching up your carbon fiber. So that looks super clean. Set that to the side. I'm probably gonna say super clean 1,000 times. So this looks like the brushed. This looks like the brush versus the polished, and then the carbon fiber inlay, so you can kind of see how that stands out again. Just a really nice design. Clean touch. Now again, some of you guys don't like carbon fiber, and that's fine. Again, that's why they offer the black and the chrome and all that. So we'll get to those ones here in a second. I should have pre-opened these before doing the video, but I kind of like it because I'm revealing them here with you guys right now as I saw them. I may or may not have opened all these previously. So here's the actual polished. So you can actually, sorry, my fingerprint's all over the stock one, but you can kind of see them side to side. Very much the same finish. Again, a nice polished chrome for those of you who like that look and finish. And then again, it's just super nice. I love the angles. I love how Matt took this on. Now you may be asking, hey Lethal, like, what's the install like on these if I have a full built car and I want to add these? One, you could put them right on. You can take your factory handles off like I did. Again, like I had mentioned, this was on my car, but it's a little tough to get to these bolts and nuts if you have the glass in your door. Now this is the brushed, so it knocks down the shine quite a bit, but again, that same design and look. I love this design. So the nice thing is Matt just came straight out and gave all sorts of options. So this is my door handle. So this is the polished with the carbon fiber. It just looks good. And one thing to highlight, so in the kit, it does come with the clip on the top so that your door mechanism can poke right in there and hook right up. Again, it comes with much better hardware than they originally come with. They are still studs that are stamped into stainless, but I can tell you right now, they are 1,000,000 times better mounted in there than the cheap, even the OER ones. Well, you can't really see it because the plastic's in the way. But as far as the plastic goes, so this is actually the one for this one. So you could pull this to the side, it just folds right over, and when the nuts come off, get this seated properly. Come on. There we go. So when that's seated on there and you put the nuts on, the plastic's even knocked down and held in place, just like the OER and the factory style setup. So when you put this plastic piece on there, again, it's going to protect the vehicle from the metals and stuff from scratching on it. So just a really something you need to do, and it's one thing Matt highlighted to me is something that you'll have to get. Again, he doesn't ship his handles with these, which is kind of unfortunate. I wish he could probably get in contact with the company that makes these and get a bunch, but it is what it is. But that's with the polished and the carbon fiber. Now you're wondering, well, what does this actually look like on the car? You could obviously see the difference between the factory setup and the new one, and it's much more curvy, but let's go over and check it out on the car, and you guys can, you know, give your 2 cents down in the comments on what you think of it. As I mentioned earlier, if you already have an assembled car, this is something that can be a task to take on. Now you can see here the handle on the car. I think I have this side mounted up just a little high. I need to bring that down, but looks so clean, super nice, and matches all the other accents. So you can see I got the chrome and black trim all around the sides. I did pick up his carbon fiber mirrors. That's going to be a fun task. Those do take a little bit of work to get installed, but I do have the chrome with the carbon fiber spoiler, have a carbon fiber hood, which is actually up here right now, and then the headlights have the carbon fiber trim, and a lot of my cars carbon fiber. So I thought this was just a really nice, I guess you can call it icing on the cake per se, to just really set it out and look good. And it's one of those things where, you know, when you open the door, it's nice and solid, it's far enough away on the car where it's not scratching or messing up your paint, and opens the door quite easily. So pretty nice. So in this instance, I already have the handle installed on the driver's side door, but luckily, if you guys could see through the reflection, I don't have anything. The glass is on the passenger side door. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a separate install video, mainly just to show how the handle installs, also how to remove it. The downside is if your car's fully built, you are going to have to pull the door panel off, all that stuff to get to it, and most likely pull the window. There's a really good chance if you have the right tools or maybe smaller hands than I do, you might not have to pull the window. My trouble was trying to get the nut on the stud. I just could not get around there. I mean, my kids tried as well. I couldn't do it. So pulling the windows pretty easily, and as long as you're not adjusting any of the adjustments, you're not losing anything. You can just slide the window right back in, bolt it back up, good to go. But those are the new door handles from Anvil Auto. I'll put a link down below in the description. He has 2 separate listings, so I'll link them both there. But there's quite a few options to choose from. You can see the pricing at his site. I love these handles. I think they look great. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys, if you didn't go with handles like this or you didn't go with the factory handles, what handles did you go with? I still think the OER ones are probably the best option out there if you don't want to go anything aftermarket that's OEM. And then I'm really liking, I shouldn't even say like, I love these Anvil Auto ones. Like the work Matt put into the design, I think just looks so good. They look so clean on here. So that's that. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for checking out the video. And until next time, guys, I'll see you on the road.